the Prime Minister has written to all the G20 members for the inclusion of African Union. Recently in an interview, he emphasized on the role Africa has to play because of the larger multilateral world that we are living in, and there cannot be a growth of the world if African nations remain underdeveloped. What is the response that you have got from the G20 members?
No, this was very well taken and very well accepted, and that's why we look at the global leadership of the Prime Minister, and because of, I think, his acceptance by the global leaders is, and because the philosophy he comes with is Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, let no one be left behind. In addition to the fact, on the practical side, and I'm talking on the material practical side, in addition to the fact that it's only morally correct to get them in, the practical side of it is that if you have to work out at an economic policy, the economic policy needs to consider everyone and every aspect of it, and it has to be a comprehensive policy. In that comprehensive policy, you will work out the supply chains, and when you work out the supply chains, right from procurement of material to the working on the material to the finished goods have to be taken care of. And unless you have taken care of the resources, and most of the African nations are very rich in resources, but they could be depleted in investment or finance or skills. So the people who have the investment capacity or who have the technology to skill others do not come forward to initiate that process, the resource mismanagement is bound to happen and can lead to all other kinds of conflict. So the best way forward is to comprehensively work together, and thus African Union and other countries from Global South, and becoming the voice of the voiceless in Global South has been the primary drift which this G20 has seen over the years. And that is why this G20 will be remembered far more, because this will be a watershed moment for all subsequent G20s which are yet to come.